इकट्ठे सारे गांव यहाँ जो जुल्दों का गांव है जो सारे इकट्ठे साथ करके ले जाते हैं। भेड़ू तो अभी पहाड़ में लेके जाते हैं कि बच्चों ये भेड़ू लेने के लिए बारी बारी आता है क्योंकि गांव वाले सब एक एक दिन का बारी आता है। तो ये तकरीबन मार्च से तैयारी हो जाता है क्योंकि बर्फ़ क्योंकि पहाड़ में निकल गया तो तैयारी हो जाता है।
चिलो हजुर
क्यों तो लेंस है नीचे ना पाल क्यों ना पाल से भी क्यों ना नीचे ना क्यों ना नीचे ना मत पाल क्यों ना
exam मोटा चीज़ मैंने कोई ना कुछ समझ कुछ जो
nggak potongannya contohnya
aku jadi yang apa sih
jamnya dong
ay aneh tuh sih ambil apa
lung to lung di tangan saya bakal tangan ala ni cana aku sama tahan berita
So carding wool like this is not the easiest to weave.
yeah
The combs get stuck between each other and the wool has not been washed. Basically we wash after the products have been made
yeah
and the spinning process has been finished.
yeah
The sleeveless sweaters and these are caps typically worn by men and these are caps typically worn by ladies.
이미 더 내왔죠 지라다. क्योंकि मुसीबत ये है हमको 6 महीना का तो करगिल से रोड कट ऑफ रहता है। एक तरफ से यहाँ पे से तरफ से आता है पेंचला जांस्कर की तरफ, वो जांस्कर पेंचला भी हम 6 महीना हम लोग कट ऑफ रहता है। यही सबसे मुसीबत है हमें कि 6 महीना इसी बर्फ़ में बैठना बहुत मुश्किल से निकल जाता है।
वो पे हर बार वीडियो चेजरा कोई ये बटर का है ना, सारा बटर का पौधा।
बटर का बना है?
हाँ, 30 साल हो गया आज। बुद्धा है ना, सक्या मुनि।
ये नेक्स्ट लामा है।
हाँ।
Wow!
So it's snowing outside, so I thought I'd sit here and talk about the women of Juldo. The women of Juldo always have a smile on their face.
They're always joking about something. They're always laughing. They're working really hard. The women are the ones that have the real power. In Zuldo, they're the ones that do all the housework, look after the children, do the work in the fields. They party like mad, and they're always smiling. They always have a joke. They always have a song on their mouth. They always have something funny to say to somebody. Everybody takes care of everybody else's children. There are no boundaries, even though they have constructed houses. The neighbor's children's always over, and he's treated as one of the own, and even picked up. And sometimes the woman's like, "Oh, I forgot my kid somewhere." It's crazy, like the unity over here, how the women are. It's really really beautiful. The boys are very mischievous, and the girls are already training to become super women. I mean, they're already doing everything. Boys have jobs like fetching water from the water pump, and everything else is done by the women. A lot of women are from Joldo itself and got married in the village. Some of them come from Zanskar, and I think that's the only place they come from. There's another village in Rangdum called Tashitongde. So they've named me Sonam Sering, and I'm already one of them. Tonight there's a party at Dawa's house, and we all have to go. It's going to be good eating food, trying to speak the language, not really understanding, being the cameraman. And man, these women can drink tea. They can really drink tea. Now, let's talk about the work a little bit. The self-help group was started by ladakh in 2005, and there are approximately 20 women in the self-help group. The elderly women do the spinning, and the rest of them do the knitting. So I think there's 4 people that do spinning and carding, and around 6 to 8 that do knitting. They're not really concerned about the quality of work. They're just sitting together to have a good time, and they do have a good time, and they do the work, and they get the work done. But they have a very carefree attitude. I mean, that's just going with the people that they are. People living close with nature, they have things to be worried about. This is something which is more recreational and the most enjoyable of tasks that they have to do. Tea is being served all the time. Everybody's sitting and talking and working, and work's getting done, and the work is good. But going back to the slight carelessness in nature, the wool is not cleaned before spinning. Once the product is made, it's just put in detergent, and that's it. And the product is beaten into being clean. And but they do enjoy learning, and they get bored really fast. So they want to keep learning new things, and they'll do their best. They'll really do a good job, but they want a little challenge. I think that's just going with human nature and living at 12,000 feet. The working place is really dirty. The working place could be so much cleaner, which would result in the products just looking better. Today, after the products got made, we started the cleaning process, and we put in, I think, 4 or 5 products in the tub and 3 sachets of Surf Excel. The water was black. So then there was wash too, and they're like, "What? You're gonna wash it again? I mean, it's washed enough, and it can go." So I'm like, "No, let's just take a look. Let's see what happens." Tub 2 was as black. So tomorrow is going to be tub 3, and they normally just go to the water pump and they scrub the product into being clean. And today we heated lots of water. The first tub had 3 sachets of soap and a higher temperature. The second tub had 2 sachets of soap and not as hot as water. The third's going to be a little cooler, and then we'll take it to the pump for the final rinsing in cold water to keep things in place. After cleaning, the products look good. These women were happy to experiment with new things, and they would say, "Okay, we don't like it, So the first day they didn't like something, they opened it up. And the next day I was like, you shouldn't have, you should have sort of waited for me. Today they just said, okay, yes, let's try it. And when the products got made, they liked it. So I think it was a fun 3 days. And they have more energy, a lot more energy, and it's good, positive energy that floats around in the air, with women from all age groups sitting together, children being there. It's a community activity. The products. I think they just need to get cleaner. Most of them, while talking to them, said that they would be more interested in learning if there were a lot of patterns, but they don't really want to do all the hard work. So now the challenge is to just make them think more. And in these past 4 days, we tested it out because ladakh had taught them one pattern which they used over and over again. And this time, so they asked me what pattern. By pattern, I mean what artwork do they want on the product. And I said, well, you can make anything you want except for what you've been making till now. And they like, so tell us what to make. And I said, no, you think on your own. And I showed them how to develop motifs. I taken visual aid of how to see what they see around them, translate it into basic shapes, and then try to put that in 2 colors. And the good thing is they only have 2 colors, black and white, because that's the color sheet they have. Sometimes they have some brown color, which adds a little nice accent. These people like to keep things block, and they like to keep it simple. I mean, I think that's because of the lack of options or exposure or whatever it is. I like the simplicity in the style of work. And they understand finishing, and this kit lays really good with finishing. So they do understand. I think they just want somebody sitting there with them, having a good time and doing some good work. And they understand the concept of, okay, let's just try this out. Let's see how the market likes it. Let's see how or what we can do after this. They definitely have the skill to be making things. What they need to do now is to see some value in what they do. A little bit of accounting and how to do the basic finances. I think we should be good. I think this winter will be fun. So my staying arrangements are to stay for 1 month in one woman's house. Okay then. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know. So if I'm just going to be staying in somebody's house. So then I work with one woman for a month. Shift over to another woman. Work with her for a month. So everybody gets a personalized one-on-one session. That makes the most amount of sense, and 1 month of snowing outside is going to be good enough. It's going to be very disorienting, but I guess that's okay. Yep, I guess that's okay. Rangdum's treated me just fine till now. Just fine. It's been wonderful. 4 days have gone by. It took the children 3 days to accept me, and now all I hear is Sona mache everywhere I'm walking, and they just want to be there and be laughing and making faces. We try to speak to each other, which doesn't work very well, but we get by. All of them know Hindi. All the women know Hindi, but they pretend like they don't know. Gonna have to work on that too. Got 10 minutes to get ready for the party. Aye.